The ski industry is big business in Vermont.
Despite our small size, Vermont is still the #3 ski state in the country, the 3rd largest ski state, behind only Colorado and California, at just over 4 million skier visits per year.
Parker Reilly is the president of Ski Vermont, which is the association of ski areas in the state. He says those visits are crucial to Vermont's economy.
Tremendous amount of economic impact for Vermont. For example, skiers and riders annually spend about $700 million in Vermont during the course of the season.
While a lot of that money comes from visitors, many Vermont resorts offer deals to in-state college students. At the University of Vermont, there's no shortage of students that spend some time on the slopes. For most, it's a nice break from the classroom. For this group of students, however, the ski slopes are their classroom.
I really love to snowboard, and I wanted to learn more about the resort as a whole.
Jocelyn Plummer works as a snowboard instructor at Stowe, so she is already familiar with the mountain as an employee. In this ski area management class, she's getting a new perspective.
You've learned the one part of where you are all the time. Like, I know the Adventure Center like the back of my hand, and then going to Stowe for the whole week. At the beginning of this class, I learned every aspect of the whole resort, and then there was a little part of it that was ski school. And I felt like I knew everything there, but still learned more about it that I wouldn't normally learn in everyday work situations, but then also got to go to all the other different departments and learn everything about the entire resort, which was really cool because I'd never get that experience just working there as an instructor.
I think you define yourself by participating in what we call lifestyle sports, snowboarding, skiing.
Ski areas kind of epitomize the great outdoors in Vermont.
The man behind the class, Dave Kaufman, is a professor in the Parks, Recreation, and Tourism program at UVM's Rubenstein School. For nearly 20 years, Kaufman has spent a week at Stowe over winter break, holding his ski area management class. Yes, that's a real class, and it involves a lot more than just skiing or riding.
We leave here at 7:30 in the morning, get back about 5:30 in the afternoon, and at least half of every day is in classroom presented by Stowe's top management, and then some of the afternoon is also with management.
And then in here, we'll go in, it's kind of the main compressor room. And then
we learned pretty much how they run their mountain, from their management to their mountain operations, how all the snowmaking, the grooming, the marketing team all works together to produce a product that fits their market.
There were some very passionate kids in the room, and I hope that they decide to get into this business because that's what it takes. It takes passionate people that love the mountains, love to be outside, and love to be with people, and it's a great lifestyle.
Dave Merriam is the director of mountain recreation at Stowe. He comes to Kaufman's class every year and talks to the students about what he does and answers their questions.
I mean, you can make choices in your life about what job you want, and kids at this age are weighing that all out.
The overwhelming majority of our students love the outdoors, and when they get into our major, it's beginning to focus even more that probably is ultimately what they want to get into when they get out of school.
What do you think is the next largest department?
For some students, the class opens their eyes to future careers they hadn't thought about before.
I've known for a while that I definitely want to go into marketing. It was just a matter of I didn't know what kind of marketing I wanted to do, where I wanted to do it, and this has really made me consider any sort of ski resort, whether it be around here or somewhere else, as an option just because I love the environment, I love the people that it draws, and I just love being there, and I love snowboarding, and I just feel like any combination of everything that you love so much would be the best job. So it's kind of swayed me from not knowing where I want to end up to kind of thinking I might want to go to a mountain somewhere.
I love skiing, I love outdoors, and I love to recreate, and learning about how I could maybe turn that into a potential business venture one day is pretty exciting.
Many of Kaufman's students do plan to pursue a career in outdoor recreation management. And they say that even if they don't head to a ski resort, the information they're learning will come in handy.
Even though I might not go into that exact industry, everything I learn is definitely helping me and is an advantage to some point in the ski industry. Definitely relevant information.
The class has been eye-opening in other ways as well.
It's changing the way I view ski areas as a skier. I have a season pass at Sugarbush here in Vermont, and everything from, the way the employees interact with you and seeing the different types of lifts and the snowmaking options they have. It's a big business to run, and it takes a lot of employees and a lot of work.
I still see stuff popping up that I've learned in my other classes, but in a completely different and more like real life way, I guess, because you're actually seeing it. You're going there, you're seeing exactly how marketing happens in the real world, and you're not just learning about how it should happen or how it could happen. So I guess seeing a connection and like having the real hands-on experience is really cool, because that's what I'm gonna be doing. That's where I'm gonna be going.
That hands-on experience can translate to employment.
It's much more than just, ripping down the mountain, having a blast. I mean, all the work that goes into ensuring a good time for everybody is just so tremendous. And so this kind of program here at UVM, of course, really lays that bedrock foundation for that employment force, which again is so critical for the industry.
Spending time on Vermont slopes to learn about the business side of resorts. These UVM students could be on their way to a career in the industry. In Stowe, I'm Rebecca Gollin with Across the Fence.